There we go. Fall from a great height while being chased 3 times. Looks like we're putting on Balanced Landing. Where should we go? Do I not have Balanced Landing? I have it. I have it. Well, there's only one place to go for Balanced Landing. Haddonfield. Haddonfield. Bum, bum, bum! I can find it. There it is. I'll save this for a little bit later. I think they get the idea. Well, the killer's not in. Let's go.
And here Hanlon is, enjoying a drink. Columbo knocks twice and is ignored, so that's his invitation to a walk right in.
It's a private box, mister.
I knocked. You are Mr. Paul Hanlon, aren't you?
Who are you? What do you want?
Lieutenant Columbo, sir, LAPD.
This is the first time Columbo introduces himself as being LAPD.
Who are you?
Lieutenant Columbo, police.
Lieutenant Columbo, local police.
I'm just another cop. My name is Columbo. I'm a lieutenant. Lieutenant Columbo. I'm from the police, sir. My name is Columbo. Lieutenant Columbo? Lieutenant Columbo. My name is Columbo, ma'am. I'm a lieutenant from the police. Columbo. Lieutenant Columbo?
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the police.
Lieutenant Columbo.
Actually, I'm a lieutenant in the police. My name is Columbo.
Lieutenant.
I'm Lieutenant Columbo.
Lieutenant
I'm
Columbo.
a fan of yours.
Lieutenant Columbo is his
Police
first
department,
name.
ma'am, Lieutenant
Lieutenant,
Columbo.
and then
I'm
his
afraid I
last
have
name's
some bad
Columbo.
news for you, Mr. Hanlon. Well, I heard the
Lieutenant
wagon
Columbo.
was found dead a little while ago in the swimming pool.
Eric?
Robert Culp actually did the same thing in Death Lends a Hand, where he was facing the opposite way of a knob he wants to turn.
Nice.
Oh, no. I just talked to him.
You did?
He says, yeah, he talked to him a couple hours ago, and he said he was by the pool, which he's a terrific swimmer, so... Columbo says there was a bump on his head, and it seems like a typical accident, but he's trying to locate his wife, and he's read that Paul is like one of the family.
Okay, Lieutenant, I'll come right over.
And don't worry, sir. I won't bother with any questions just yet.
What questions?
Columbo brings up Eric's wild party last night.
I don't think that's any concern of yours, Lieutenant, any more than it is mine. Now, you've done your duty, that's enough, isn't it?
Whoa, he's already getting a little snippy with Columbo, and it's only been 2 minutes since Columbo walked in the door. Columbo asks if he knows about the pool service and if they come on Sundays, and Hanlon says
Alright, time to play. Yeah, it was me. It was me, Piggy. Nope. Come on, pop that gem. Oh no. Get fucked. Playing like a true Swift. Oh, I think she sees my crown. I'm gonna die on the ground. I guess this is what I get for sending us to Haddonfield. Nice. I can heal with adrenaline. I wonder where that was. She's behind that building. I know that. And more distance now. Actually, make this. Oh fuck! I fucked it up. Ah. Fuck. She needs to pop that right now. And I'm dead. I died and I had adrenaline! Did not have to be that way.
He doesn't know of any pool services that work on Sunday and wants to know why he's asking, and Columbo mentions the water around the pool deck. Hanlon mentions, well, it's normal for there to be water on the pool, and Columbo says, yeah, but not fresh water. There was no chlorine in it.
So, his death was an accident. There must be some simple explanation.
And Columbo says, well, that's why he said it looked like an accident, but if somebody had used a hose around there.
Like to maybe hide something?
I like how Paul swats away Columbo's theory.
Sure don't want to bother you with that now.
And Columbo leaves. Now Columbo's searching for Coach Rizzo, and he sees something he didn't really want to see.
Got a minute?
Yeah, sure. What can I do for you?
Columbo shares that Eric drowned this afternoon in his pool.
Huh? Yeah.
What a poor boy.
Hey, get that sound technician back in here to hide James Gregory's lavalier mic better. I see the box and the wire.
I was aware that you were very close to Eric's father when he was alive, so I figured you'd want to know.
Coach Rizzo goes on to basically explain that Eric never lived up to the standards of his father, who wanted him to be a big-time quarterback, but Eric instead ended up being a would-be, half-baked swinger type. Columbo asks about the scandal columns about Eric and wondered if any of those were true.
Oh, come on, Lieutenant. The kid sowed a couple of wild oats or like anybody.
Rizzo wants to know why Columbo's asking him all these questions. Columbo explains he's from Homicide, and Coach Rizzo's like, Homicide? But you said he drowned in the pool. And Columbo says, oh, it's just routine. They investigate everything.
Actually, I would have asked Mr. Hanlon some of these questions, but he's a very busy man and excitable fellow.
Rizzo says, yeah, excitable. This was one of his days.
You mean Mr. Hanlon was sort of upset today?
Rizzo talks about earlier today, right before the game started. Hanlon called him up on the field telephone and chewed him out something awful. So he went up at halftime to give him a piece of his mind, but Hanlon wasn't mad anymore.
Gee, I didn't think we did that good during the first half.
Columbo starts asking about Paul Hanlon.
Now, he's very new here with the Rockets, isn't he?
He says, no, not really. He was the PR man or public relations man first, but Eric didn't know anything about running a football club, and so he hired Hanlon to run the business for him. Rizzo continues by saying even though he's not a big fan of Paul Hanlon, there's no denying he is one of the sharpest, shrewdest general managers in the business. He got another basketball franchise and built a couple of stadiums, making Eric a couple $1 million.
Nice.
And Paul and Eric were the best of friends.
Really? Yeah.
Rizzo says he admits Eric wasn't the greatest, but he was an alright kid.
I don't know anybody in the whole world that would want to see him dead.
Now we are in Eric Wagner's house and find loads of flowers being brought in and set down.
Wagner residence, hold a moment, please.
So this man comes in and introduces himself as Walter Cannell, and that he was Eric Wagner's lawyer and family friend for 40 years, I think he said. The secretary explains that she's brand new here and she doesn't know anybody's names, and she apologizes and says that she's replaced Miss Babcock.
And she was only there for a couple of days, so I...
Oh, she must have hung up on that person she had on hold a moment ago.
Oh, what's that? Ah, son of a gun. Nice. Well, everyone gets out. Uh-oh. She's going down. Meanwhile. And she makes it out. Oh, that's a bit close. GG's. Y'all. Absolutely. Charge! Absolutely. Here he comes. I got you, Duck Overlord.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Blue Bottle. Right on cue. Let's go. That hurt! It's okay. Bond's the best perk in the game. Infinite heals. Nice. Oh, whoops. Yes! We get this. Hold! Perfect. Nice. Oh! Brilliant! Brilliant! Make a killer, DC. They couldn't stomach the blue stuff. Oh my god, they had NOED as well. GG's. Oh, that was nice. Let's see. Yeah. Fuck. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. Yay! Nice. Alright. Now it's back to Columbo.
Columbo helps bring in a huge flower arrangement.
You can go now, thank you.
Oh, no, I just helped him carry it in, ma'am. I'm from the police, Lieutenant Columbo.
Oh,
The secretary says Mr. Hanlon wouldn't be able to see him for a while, and Columbo says no problem, he doesn't mind waiting. The secretary is named Miss Johnson, and she is played by Catherine Kelly Wiggett. Unless you're going to tell me her last name was Wiget. She was in a couple episodes of The Bold Ones, Emergency, and Ironside. Columbo tells Walter Cannell that he has had trouble locating Mrs. Wagner. And Walter says, well, he has too.
Of course, Shirley is a bit of a whirling dervish on every committee there is. Very social.
To call someone a whirling dervish means that they resemble a spinning top or is wild in their movement.
You don't mind if I ask you a personal question, do you?
No,
What'd you pay for those shoes?
I think about $60.
You don't know where I could get a pair that looks like that for around 16 or 17.
The "what'd you pay for those shoes" line was ad-libbed by Falk just out of the blue, and it stuck forever. Then Paul shows up and Walter wants to know why he had to find out about Eric's death on the news when he should have called him.
I really wasn't sure you were back from Washington, Nick.
Wagner residence. What? It's a Miss Rakoji.
I can't
She's
take any
called
calls
for
now, honey.
So you hear this humming noise? When I first watched this episode, I thought something was wrong with the sound. Turns out there's not.
Lieutenant, it's for you.
I left the number, excuse me. Lieutenant Columbo, well, what about the autopsy?
Columbo glances over at Paul to see if there's any reaction to the word autopsy, which there's not.
Thank you very much.
Columbo hangs up and the humming sound stops. By the way, the classical piece playing on the radio should be familiar to us. We are listening to Eine kleine Nachtmusik, composed by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. It is the exact same recording used in episode 8, Etude in Black, with Alex Benedict's special baton skills. Paul says if Columbo needs him, he'll be available in a couple hours. He still has to finish up funeral arrangements.
You don't mind if I bring another lab crew in here first thing in the morning, kind of recheck everything?
No, whatever you want. So long, Walter.
This hallway looks awfully familiar, doesn't it? It happens to be the same house used for Ken Franklin in Murder by the Book. And even this painting has remained in its place. And so has this white statue thing in the back. And so have the curtains.
Lieutenant, what is all this? Autopsy, lab crews.
Well, just part of a routine murder investigation, sir.
Walter Cannell is played by Dean Jagger, born 1903 in Ohio. His first film was a silent film called The Woman from Hell. He won an Oscar for his role in the film 12 O'Clock High, and was in almost every episode of Mr. Novak as Albert Vane. This scene is supposed to be the landing gear of a civilian airliner coming in for a landing at the Los Angeles airport, but we are actually looking at a B-52 bomber, and this footage is from the 1963 film A Gathering of Eagles. It is very neat footage to include, though. The flying saucer-looking structure here at the LA airport is called the Theme Building, built in 1961 during a time when America was very excited about space exploration. Inside there was a restaurant named Encounter. In the 90s it was remodeled to be more of a retro-futuristic style, but it closed for what seems to be two reasons. First, the building is not within the security of the airport, so any traveler that wanted to visit would have to leave the main airport building, eat a meal, and then re-enter the airport, meaning loads of security to go through again. Oftentimes, flight layovers are not long enough for a meal plus security. The second reason is the fact that this building is surrounded by busy, cluttered, and confused airport traffic. It would have been a chore to go visit. It's a real shame. Anyway, here rolls in Columbo at the airport in his Peugeot 403. But what in the world?
Raccoon City. Ugh. There are my teammates. Let's see. None of these are as good as blue stuff, though. Hello, Doc. Didn't want me. Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running, just keep running. Damn. Oh, close. So close. But hey, we got a gen for it. 2 hooks for a gen. Equal trade. Yeah. Jump on a hook. Oof. Glad I chose correctly. Always go with the Claudette. They know what to do. Except this one. This one's just running. Oh, that's where it is. I mean, I'm not even sure if this is like a good idea or not. Like, no terror radius dock, like that kind of like fucks everything over for him. Might actually be a detriment, cleansing that. Okay. Oh, I'm back on the hook again. Oh. If only I had blue stuff. Blue bottle. Same hook, too. Oof, this team. Why are they not on chance? Oh, fuck. Oh, silent. I think I'm gonna die on hook. Yeah. Well, back to Columbo.
World happened to it. We know the driver's side doesn't look like this. I can't for the life of me think of anything that would cause weird black marks like this. Clearly it was purposefully done, but I don't understand why, because it just looks comically awful and unnatural. Columbo stops to have a look at this 1969 Lincoln Continental Executive Limousine. It must be Paul's limo that he took any interest. Columbo enters the airport, searching for Paul Hanlon, and walks past an insurance booth. I suppose you could buy maybe traveler's insurance here. Then Columbo sees a wall of phone booths and walks past them to see if he can spot Hanlon, and yep, he found him. So he pretends to look at the phone book while Paul abruptly ends his call so he can get mad at Columbo.
Columbo, what are you doing?
Well, sir, it just seemed like a funny place to make a funeral arrangement.
Paul just turns and leaves, annoyed. Columbo goes running after him. As Paul swiftly strides down the hall, Columbo heavily hints at wanting to know why he was on the phone.
I mean, making that telephone call right after you told the girl back at the house you didn't have time to talk to anybody.
That's why I was on the phone. I was calling off a meeting in Montreal for tomorrow.
This tiled wall also shows up during the title sequence of one of my favorite Tarantino films, Jackie Brown. Paul is gritting his teeth at this point, but is indifferent about keeping his composure.
Anyway, when you turned off at the airport, naturally I was...
All right, Lieutenant. I am meeting Mrs. Wagner's plane in just a few minutes.
Hey, isn't that Bob Harks? Why, it sure is. Born 1927 in Kansas. He was the fingerprint guy in Lady in Waiting and a dedication guest in Blueprint for Murder. It's nice to finally see his whole face. Paul moves on and is furiously silent at Columbo. Now here is another of the many, many great and interesting camera shots in the episode. Columbo is wondering what kind of marriage Eric and Shirley Wagner had in light of the kind of party he had the night before he drowned. Paul is annoyed at that question too, but he explains that Eric never grew up and Shirley was way out of his class, but she couldn't bring herself to break off the marriage.
Sounds like quite a woman.
She is.
Remember being able to walk through an airport as freely as walking through
Only
the
if
mall?
you stream
Columbo
New
asks if
Jeans.
Mrs. Wagner will inherit everything now that Eric is dead.
What the hell is this?
There's the theme building.
Why follow me?
Columbo says he figured he wanted to be brought up to date about everything and wondered
New
why he
Jeans,
never
I don't know
asked
what
about
that
the
means.
autopsy report. Paul says he didn't ask because there wasn't anything new.
Was there?
No, sir, there wasn't.
Lieutenant, you're going to find this was an accidental death. God forbid it's anything else.
There's that Robert Culp
Nice.
sleeve and shoulder adjustment that he likes to do, particularly when he's angry. Paul suggests if there was any foul play, then it was probably one of those crazy hippie girls he mingles with. He says they contacted every girl at the party and there were no leads at all. Columbo says there was a report of a ding-a-ling ice cream truck in the area at 2:30.
Turns out they don't have a route before lunch. They don't have one at 2:30. They don't even work in that area. So that's what I call a loose end, and it's something I gotta tie up.
Which brings up the topic of Paul's alibi. Columbo says he needs to find some way to substantiate that Paul was up in the box during that time, and he was hoping Coach Rizzo could have done it, but they never spoke during the first half of the game. And then he wasn't even angry when Rizzo came up to talk to him. Hanlon explains to Columbo that he called Eric from the box right before the game started, and he called him again from the box at the end of the first quarter.
Unfortunately, the telephone company's records can't prove that.
But that's not my problem, is it?
This Paul Hanlon character is so funny to me with his inability to hide his anger. His first character in Death Lends a Hand, Mr. Bremer, was described as being short-tempered, but he was pretty tame compared to Paul Hanlon. Producer Dean Hargrove was the one who suggested Robert Culp because the character Hanlon was described as hot-headed. A quote from Hargrove:
Damn. This seems pretty fucking fast. Nice. And we're out. Nice try. Can't catch me. Ah, yes, that nice shoulder rub. That's exactly what I need. Thank you. Nope, she doesn't want me. There's no one else around. I'm gonna have to go and get another heal. Oh, there they are. No! Here comes the hype, man. The hype. Lay down some beats. Spitfire. Flip flop. No. Think she's gonna hit me? No. Yeah, just keep working on that gen. Nice. Play that funky music. Let's go. Oof. I'll trade hooks. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Go get her. I got it. I got it. I'm out. Fuck. Oh. Poor bitch. Poor bitch. We even get an achievement. Me and Hype Boy. Me and Hype Boy against the world. Let's go. Let's go. GG's. I love you too. I know. GG's. It's so good. It's such a good perk.
No one raised an eyebrow because Culp was the perfect example of what a Columbo villain should be. Wealthy, slick, arrogant, smart, and there weren't a lot of guys around who did what he did.
It's also my problem to find somebody who might even have a motive to kill Mr. Wagner.
And here comes the widowed Mrs. Wagner.
Sorry. I've just been holding it in.
I know it. Sometimes those flights can feel so long when you gotta go. Shirley Wagner is played by Susan Howard, born 1944 in Texas. She is best known for her role.
Is he on? No? Damn.
As Donna Krebs in the soap opera Dallas. Appearing in almost 200 episodes, she is also in every episode of Petrocelli, so Paul suggests Columbo will not bother her and escorts Shirley out of the airport. Now it's nighttime over at the Wagner residence, and who is lurking about? A burglar? He sneaks up to the glass door, shining his flashlight all over the place, and signaling ships. And look out! Here comes the guard dog. A very welcoming guard dog. I would love to know whose dog this was and why it was there. Also, if he wanted to wear Converse shoes and sneak around at night, he should have gone with the black rubber soles. So the man gets the door open and walks right into these odd metal and plastic cattails. He flips over the phone and...
Hold it right there.
It's all right, he won't have a gun.
Personality.
Thank that radio over there.
Huh?
Now we get our explanation of that terrible humming sound we heard earlier. Columbo points out that the phone bug had frequency leakage because he installed them wrong.
When they used the telephone, it affected the radio.
Hello there,
Who
Moose.
told you to take out those bugs?
Now I have a perfect right to keep his identity a secret.
I've got a perfect right to arrest you for breaking and entering. Who hired you?
Ralph Dobbs is played by Val Avery, born 1924 in Pennsylvania. We've already met him as well in Dead Weight as Mr. Barnes.
I can't give you his name without his permission.
Well, I'm not worried. Since I can call you an accessory to a murder, I know you're gonna help me out. You're gonna get me that information.
And Columbo takes Dobbs' wallet, buttons up his collar, and straightens his tie, letting Dobbs know they aren't going anywhere until he gives up. This is quite a rare display of authority Columbo reveals in this scene. Sometimes he just needs to take care of business and doesn't have time for the runaround. And now we have arrived at the world's quietest basketball game. Columbo shows up and looks rather small next to these guys. This scene takes place at the Notre Dame High School in Los Angeles, California. And there are a few clues as to how we know that. First, there is a banner right here that says Notre Dame High School. That's a pretty good one. Another clue is the knight armor that Columbo walks past because their nickname is the Knights. And yet another clue is the painting.
Hello, Trickster. I'm out. was easy. Oh no! How's Moose doing? Let's get this gen done. Tinkers. You gotta remember that. And Dead Man Switch. Okay. Doesn't want to smoke. He's like, this guy's too good. He's got YouTube in his name. I don't want to chase him. Nice. You got it, Moose. I'm working on this one. Come and get me. Come here, come here. There we go. That's it. Nice. She knows we're families. Oh no! Not Moose. It's okay, Moose, I got you. Nice. Oh no! Oh no! Moose! Okay, everyone made it out. GG's. GG's. Stunning job. No. Hit. Let's go, girls. Oh, she does have. I was the only one not ready.
painting of a football guy with the ND Notre Dame initials. Look how excited these two are to see Columbo. That would be my face, too. Columbo wanders over to where Paul Hanlon is having an interview or something.
Where'd you get those shoes?
Miller's on Wilshire.
I first thought he said Meals on Wheels, but he says Miller's on Wilshire. I read more than once that the store was still open, but I could not find any truth to that. If you live in the Los Angeles area, is Miller's on Wilshire real, and is it open? Oh, and there's Mickey Golden again. I mentioned him at the very beginning of the episode. Then someone hollers for Hanlon that he has a phone call.
They did what? Who let him in? No, I want that watchman fired. You get in touch with my attorneys and get them to meet me over here.
Gotta meet up with the girls first. Guess I'll be the distraction. If I can find a window to jump through. There we go. She got the gen done though. Oof. Oof. put a trap at the bottom of the stairs there. That's bad. One of the Megs are probably gonna fall for that. Whew. Poor Meg. Watch this, watch this. He's gonna fall down, go down the stairs, right? No, no. Is she just gonna hide? I'm waiting for the snap. Here it comes, here it comes. Oh, she's about to walk into it. There it is. I'm out. Oh no. Well, that's everyone. Oof. I tried. But I guess Meg is just not as strong as a leader as Jake is. That's a shame. Look at all of them. My poor bitches. There we go. Blinded his ass. Oof. Got you back. I wonder where the hatch is on this map. Nope. Into the basement. Okay. Girl power wasn't enough. Alright. That is all. If you enjoyed the stream, check out some of my other stuff. Have a good night, guys.